The government reveals that one species of animal isn't actually from Earth and are in fact an alien. What animal do you think it is? Octopuses. The idea has been floating around for some time already. Much like the octopuses, I recently learned about a deep sea octopus that takes like 4 years to incubate before hatching, requiring the octopus mom to sit on the brood the entire time. That seems like a good candidate. Then the mom dies from exhaustion/starvation. If she was able to pass on her knowledge to her offspring, they'd probably have little underwater cities. If she was able to pass on her knowledge to her offspring, they'd probably have little underwater cities. Octopi are cannibalistic and lunners. It adds another factor into why intelligent civilizations out in space might be rare. Even if a species develops intelligence and has the limbs to use tools, it's no guarantee that they'll be internally cooperative enough to establish civilization. Humans pulled it off because we live in packs, and even us pulling it off is super dicey. Mayo. That little fucker that can survive in space. Edit. Tardigrades. Tardigrades really aren't all that badass. They are immune to pretty much everything except what would actually kill them. Slugs, for example, kill them by the hundreds just by sliding over them. Tirzu did a great video on it. I too am immune to everything that can't kill me. I told my dad once that the elves in Lord of the Rings live forever unless something kills them, and his response was essentially your comment. So do we. Cephalopods. They have a thing called RNA editing which no other species have. Other people have said this for different reasons, but this fact is what convinced me that they really are alien DNA. If needed, they could adapt to any circumstance. E.g. no water in ocean, they develop lungs. Feet etc. Honestly, I think octopi are endlessly fascinating. They are so intelligent, seem to possess empathy, and can edit themselves on the fly. Just so fucking cool. True. I think that if any animal was gonna tool the world, it would be octopus and squid. Australia. All of the animals in Australia, including Australians, can confirm I'm Australian. Hey, I resemble that comment. Jellyfish or octopus/squid. Exactly. Some jellyfish have a crazy life cycle where they basically clone themselves and live forever. Not to mention jellyfish have literally no organs, no brains, no heart, not even a proper stomach. Their mouth doubles as their anus. I know a few guys who have a mouth like that. Must give the best BJ. Platypus. They're just platypus. They don't do much. Did you know when the first Europeans to arrive down under saw them, they sent drawings of them with explanations, and people in Europe thought it was a lie? Gulliver's Travels. I can't believe there are talking horses. Platypus picture. Well, this is clearly bullshit. Apostrophe. Platypus. It's a mammal that gives birth to eggs, sweats out milk, and just look at the thing. It's 4 or 5 different animals stuck together. Aliens definitely heard about a few animals here on Earth and smashed them together to create a spy species they thought humans wouldn't notice, and inadvertently created the most unbelievable animal. Hell. When first discovered and sent back to Europe, people refused to believe it wasn't a hoax. They produce eggs and milk, meaning they are one of the only animals able to make their own custard. You had a choice to not say this, and yet here we are. The giraffe. You mean to tell me that nature just decided a 40-foot neck was something it wanted to do? The crazy part isn't the length. It is the fact that giraffes and humans have the same number of bones in their neck. I refuse to believe that. As you should. Giraffes don't exist. The diviner has spoken. Dolphin. So long and thanks for all the fish. Yes. 6x9 is 42. Always pack your towel and know where it is. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. Emus. Australia knew. That's why the war started. At least it explains how they lost. In the end, they just built fences around the farms, which did in fact work. So they kinda won. If it's not every cat to exist, I'd be highly surprised. They came to steal our planet's kinetic energy to make their world spin again. Good thing they became fat and domesticated. We won. Cows were abducted from another civilization and transplanted onto Earth. OHDRM that's why aliens are abducting cows, it all makes sense. The cows are the aliens. They got so advanced they developed UFOs to automatically transport their species between worlds. But then they became too dependent on technology and evolved back into a pre-sapient species. But their machines prevail and continue their eternal cosmic mission. Birds, because they are actually drones from another planet. Birds aren't real. How can birds be real if our eyes aren't even real? Human beings, we must have fucked up our original planet, and we are 7/8 of our way to fucking up this one too. Yep, every time we mess up a planet we send seed pod ships with cryo chambers to other habitable worlds to start over anew. We were destined elsewhere, but the Ogadameniv pods crashed on Earth. B. Asakai. Instructions B. F4L. Eving Arth. Is this a book or a game? The invisible sock goblins. You mean underwear gnomes? Honey badgers, it's suspicious how they never give a fuck. Have you seen on it backquote the honey badger? It's a sassy 10-minute-ish documentary about how honey badgers don't give a fuck. Isn't that literally the origin of the meme? Or am I whooshing? Tardigrades. Space bears. Water bears. Air bears. Everything changed when the fire bears attacked. Pandas. They practically suck at existing. Koalas are probably worse at existing. Obligatory, not mine. Koalas are fucking horrible animals. They have one of the smallest brain to body ratios of any mammal. Additionally, their brains are smooth. A brain is folded to increase the surface area for neurons. If you present a koala with leaves plucked from a branch laid on a flat surface, the koala will not recognize it as food. They are too thick to adapt their feeding behavior to cope with change. In a room full of potential food, they can literally starve to death. This is not the token of an animal that is winning at life. Speaking of stupidity and food, one of the likely reasons for their primitive brains is the fact that additionally to being poisonous, eucalyptus leaves, the only thing they eat, have almost no nutritional value. They can't afford the extra energy to think. They sleep more than 80% of their fucking lives. When they are awake all they do is eat, shit and occasionally scream like fucking Satan. Because eucalyptus leaves hold such little nutritional value, koalas have to ferment the leaves in their guts for days on end. Unlike their brains, they have the largest hind gut to body ratio of any mammal. Many herbivorous mammals have adaptations to cope with harsh plant life taking its toll on their teeth. Rodents, for instance, have teeth that never stop growing. Some animals only have teeth on their lower jaw, grinding plant matter on bony plates in the tops of their mouths. Others have enlarged molars that distribute the wear and break down plant matter more efficiently. Koalas are no exception. When their teeth erode down to nothing, they resolve the situation by starving to death. Because they're fucking terrible animals. Being mammals, koalas raise their joeys on milk, admittedly one of the lowest milk yields to body ratio. There's a trend here. When the young joey needs to transition from rich, nourishing substances like milk to eucalyptus, a plant that seems to be making it abundantly clear that it doesn't want to be eaten. It finds it does not have the necessary gut flora to digest the leaves. To remedy this, the young joey begins nuzzling its mother's anus until she leaks a little diarrhea, actually fecal pap, slightly less digested, which he then proceeds to slurp on. This partially digested plant matter gives him just what he needs to start developing his digestive system. Of course, he may not even have needed to bother nuzzling his mother. She may have been suffering from incontinence. Why? Because koalas are riddled with chlamydia. In some areas the infection rate is 80% or higher. This statistic isn't helped by the fact that one of the few other activities koalas will spend their precious energy on is rape. Despite being seasonal breeders, males seem to either not know or care, and will simply overpower a female regardless of whether she is ovulating. If she fights back, he may drag them both out of the tree. Which brings us full circle back to the brain. Koalas have a higher than average quantity of cerebrospinal fluid in their brains. This is to protect their brains from injury should they fall from a tree. An animal so thick it has its own little built-in special ed helmet. I fucking hate them. TLDR, koalas are stupid, leaky, ST-riddled sex offenders. But, hey, they look cute. if you ignore the terrifying snake eyes and terrifying feet. Edit. Here is the response copy pasta some people wanted.
https://comment/pivot/response_copper/pasta/comment/pivot/response_copper/pasta/utm_score and utm_medium_ios_app and utm_name=ios_smf. They resolve this situation by starving to death XD. When in doubt, starve. Seems like good advice for any species. Jellyfish. I think some are immortal. One is it's called the immortal jellyfish. Dogs. They're seeing if we are friendly or not. True that. Honestly, I think it would be house cats. Those things are like adorable little parasites that leech money off you for cat food. And they also act like they are better and smarter than us. Probably because they are. SHHHHH. In a whisper I believe you. If Puddles sees this post acknowledging the truth we are both dead. #2020 August disaster. Colorized. OMG who are you? I have seen you in like 5 other comments. #IMEVERYWHERE. Praying mantis. That one National Geographic photo of the year with 2 praying mantises, manti, posing as if they were dancing. Whack. That's some alien shit right there. Octopus obviously they look so fucking weird. Was going to reply octopuses too. But not just looks. They are scary smart. And too well adapted. Something is sneaking about these suckers. Goblin shark. #THE what now? Humans. We are the only species actively exterminating multiple other species. We probably brought T-Bulls along as a pet. We are the only species actively exterminating multiple other species. That's not true. We are just the best at it. Mosquitoes. Giraffes. Already plenty of proof they are not a natural earth species on r/giraffeston Texist. Giraffes. Their necks are so freaking tall. A fucking platypus. A mammal that lays eggs. Yeah, I think not. Don't forget that they're venomous too. If you are new to Tattletale TV, please subscribe. I have new videos every day. Stay tuned right now for another